Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Baal Shem, Yahweh Shai, Baal Shem Rakor Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Shalom to the hope for the elect. All right, so as you can see, over there in Iran, all right, this was probably about a week ago, they're over there burning the Baal statue, Baal statue, all right, and, a response to, everything that the elites have been doing on the planet. All right. As you've seen in the video, they had a photo of the leaders of this place. All right. Trump, I believe Netanyahu was on there as well, uh, being depicted as puppets. With some demonic entity in the background pulling their strings. All right. And scriptures talk about the Most High, Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai. Okay. Stripping Esau bare. All right. Scripture say his nakedness shall be uncovered. And we've seen, if you're familiar with Aleister Crowley, all right, and all the PDF allegations going on, that's, something that they call sex magic, that they believe that they receive some type of power from. And, that's being exposed, man. All right. And now the wicked deities, all right, Baal being one of them, amongst many, because, all of these lowercase g gods that the heathen worship or no gods anyway. So it's really no difference between a Baal statue and the image of Jesus Christ. It's really no difference. You know what I mean? But this is still being exposed. All right. Or the left hand magic, the left-handed wickedness that these people do, behind closed doors. All right, the scriptures say, warn to them, I'm paraphrasing, that do their deeds in the dark. You know what I mean? All right, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is exposing Esau on all levels, man. All right, but I'm gonna get into the article. Why were Baal statues burned at Iran's revolution anniversary rallies? And this is the idol here. All right, before they burned it. It says during state organized rallies marking Iran's 1979 revolution anniversary, demonstrators in several cities burned large statues of a horned, bull-headed figure identified by organizers as Baal, an ancient deity referenced in biblical and Islamic tradition. The burnings, some reported to have taken place at the same time in different cities, were presented by organizers as a symbolic protest linked to renewed online conspiracy theories surrounding the late financier Jeffrey Epstein and alleged child abuse by Western elites. All right, and if as I mentioned, Aleister Crowley earlier, they believe that's sex magic. All those rituals they do with those children. All right, they believe that they receive some type of power from it, man. All right, and this is nothing new, man. All right, now everything that was deemed to be a conspiracy theory prior is now mainstream news. So all the dudes that they said was bugged out, you know, now their deeds in the dark are coming to light, man. As I reference these elites, it says Iranian news agency Mir said the Ivigi represented the idol of Baal, described in religious texts as a false god associated with deviation from monotheism. Participants chanting "Death to Israel" and "Death to America" were quoted as saying the act symbolized resistance to what they describe as corrupt Western systems and Zionist ideology. All right, because America and the state of Israel are connected at the hip, man. All right, and these nations, all right, Iran being an example in this one, know the wickedness that these people do, and they are now exposing it, man. Because it's another article that I read where Benjamin Netanyahu made a statement where he says them doing this as far as burning Baal is an act of war against the state of Israel. Well, why would burning a false god, all right, be an act of war against you if you were the people if you were the chosen people of Yahweh Shem Yahweh? See, the more they speak, the more that they expose themselves, man. The scripture said that their tongue gonna fall on themselves, man. So he said this right here is an act of war against the state of Israel. All right. There's many scriptures where the Most High speaks against the Baal and all the gods of the nations, man, which are no gods. All right. But they just more and more showing you that they are not the people, man. All right. If you checked out that interview with Tucker Carlson and Mike Huckabee, where Mike Huckabee is up there thinking he, dropping some jewels or whatever. The more he spoke, the more he just kept exposing that they're not the people, man. All right, it's being made very clear. It says images circulated by Iranian and foreign media show a giant statue with a bull's head engulfed in flames in Tehran's uh, Azadi Square. Some versions included additional imagery such as the number 666 and references to U.S. President Donald Trump. Hardline outlets and channels said the burning was a symbolic reference to documents recently released by the U.S. Justice Department related to Epstein, who was charged in 2019 with running a sex trafficking ring involving underage girls. Epstein died in jail later that year, which I don't believe he's dead, man. Uh, and another point, that speaks to the wickedness, all right, on the left hand side, man. All right, they believe in doing these things to children and sacrificing children, as the scriptures spoke about Molech. All right, how Israel, all right, even the people of the nation of Israel, you Negroes, Latino, Native, Seminole, Indian, was doing what? Sacrificing their children to it, man. So these dudes believe that these heathen, they believe that they receive some type of power from doing these things to pre-pubescent children, man. All right, but at the same time, you know, they have a certain parameters within their law of this country that'll categorize you as some sexual deviant depending on the age of the woman that you deal with, man. All right, this dude is a big hypocrite, man. uh says online speculation in recent weeks has revived unverified allegations linking Epstein to ancient deities such as Baal or Molech. There you go. Figures that in some traditions are associated with child sacrifice. Fact checkers and mainstream media have previously reported that many such claims stem from misinterpretations of financial documents or from long-standing internet conspiracy theories, including allegations about a temple on Epstein's private island that U.S. media said was designed as a music pavilion. All right. And you even got the word, I believe this is the Epstein files here. You got the word Baal in it, man. All right. They worship these ancient deities, man. All right. Baal, a title meaning Lord in ancient Semitic languages, was worshipped by Canaanite peoples in the ancient Near East and is portrayed in Jewish, Christian, and Islamic texts as a false deity. Some scholars say there is limited archaeological evidence of child sacrifice practices in parts of the ancient Levant, though interpretations remain debated. And it's in the scripture, so it ain't a lie. Niggas was doing that shit. All right. Iranian, and then that's how Esau is with this damn archaeological bullshit, man. All right, or if we can't find it, it ain't real. The scriptures say it's in the scriptures, man. All right, either that or you trying to hide, the fact that it's a thing, man. Iranian organizers described the statue burning as a symbolic protest aimed at drawing attention to alleged moral corruption in the West. And this place is completely corrupt. Man. All right. One conservative outlet linked the initiative to the Masaf Institute, a group associated with propagandist, propagandist Ali Akbar Rafupur, which has promoted anti-Western and anti-Zionist narratives. The coordinated burnings formed part of broader anniversary events that included anti-U.S. and anti-Israel slogans, flag burnings, and displays criticizing Western governments. Man, all right, the whole world is against this place, man. All right, Nero has isolated this place against everybody, and eventually that's going to turn into fire being shot over here by the nations. All right, thus saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Says, while state media framed the act as a message from Tehran to the world, some Iranian clerics expressed concern about the symbolism, and online users debated whether the act itself risked unintended religious connotations. Right, because you have people that say, well, these people over here are worshiping Baal, but they don't realize it. No, this is an act of exposing the Edomite elites, man, and all the shit that they do as far as their left-handed worship and practices and all that magic and all that type of shit, man. All right, so this is another example of the world turning against Esau. All right, because this is a act against the Edomite nations, man, or the nation of Edom. All right, the Most High, the scriptures say, the Most High say He made them small among the heathen. All right, everybody hate this place, and eventually it's going to turn into fire being shot over here. Of course, the MOTB has to be made mandatory first, but once that's made mandatory, this place is gonna get blew up. All right, thus saith Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right, but I ain't gonna hold you. I hope that video was edifying. Shalom.